we're gonna, on these four, you have to remember for the test, the identity property of 0, the commutative where you change the order, the associative where numbers are reassociated with different ones. So does anybody know what this one is? The number 1. Nobody knows of these four. Estelle, what do you think? It is the identity property. So go ahead and write that. Oh, I just messed up on my pencil. Is identity. I need another pen. I cannot go on without a pen. All right. So identity. Okay. All right. So that's the identity property of 0. Who knows what this one is? It was 52 plus 83, and it's the same thing as 83 plus 52. Tristan? It is the commutative. When the order changes, so we can abbreviate this as COMM. Okay. Then, what about the number 3? Amamdi, what? Yes, ma'am. The associative. 64 is associating with 22, and now 22 is associating with 2. And again, double check it. 64, 22, 2, 64, 22, 2. The order did not change. It is not commutative. It is, in fact, I can cross this out, cross this out, cross this out, because this one is the associative. And yes, sir.
Yeah, you know,
It's cut because it's messed up because I can't find my good pen. But we shall go on. All right, on this one. Now listen carefully. This is 3854. This one is 5038-4. Who knows what happened, Tenny? Very good. So look at right here. They are not the same order. So it looks like it might be the associative, but it's not. 38 plus 50 is the same thing as 50 plus 38. So that is the what property? When it changes. What is it when it changes? People, it starts with the C. The commutative. Okay, that's the commutative. And then we're going to be filling out, while I'm sharpening my pencil, see if you can figure out what these numbers are right here. 5, 6, 7, and 8. $85, 36, 3, 85 blank 3. Who knows what that's going to be? Shout it out. 36. Good job. Blank plus 61 is the same thing as 61. Luke, what? 0. That's the identity property. Then 32 plus 98 as the same thing as blank plus 32. Very good. That order change. It's the commutative property. And, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Let me see who can get this. Blank plus 42. Oh, guys, I didn't even get the question. You are right. What happened here is it had to be a 0 because 0 plus 42 is the same thing as 42, which would have been the identity property, by the way. And I don't know what they want you to do on this. I don't know. I'm just going to leave that alone. All right, so now we're going to review. We are going to review rounding to the 10. And this is the hardest part that some of you are finding. When you're reviewing to the 10, I need you to mark the place at the 10. So is it the 2 in the tens place, the 3, or the 6?
3.
Very good. So I want you to mark it right here. And in fact, all of these are going to be rounded to the 10. We have done this before, so it should, hopefully it's getting easier. All right, then, if we're rounding to the 10, what happens to these numbers at the end? They change to a 0. And then we're going to look at our neighbor again. If it's 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we don't change it. If it's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we can round it up one number. Is this going to be closer to 23 or 24? Look at your number here. That's big enough. My neighbor is big enough to add on one more. So it's going to be 240. And then this one, is it going to be 13 or 14? Look at my neighbor. 14. And then we're going to go ahead and add it. So this one is going to be what? 2 and 1 is? Okay, and we can check. Make sure you find it at the bottom. And it's right here. And again, when you don't find an answer, it usually means, unless I made a mistake in writing them, that your answer is probably not correct, especially if you find several. So you need to raise your hand later on when I give you some problems and let me know if you don't find the answer. What we're rounding, what happens to these? Yeah, we put a nice round 0. And then is this going to be closer to 41 or 42? Look at my neighbor. 42. Good job. Then is this going to be closer to 27 or 28? 27, because that's a wimpy 3. It doesn't have the power to round it up. So it's going to be 2, 7. And then let's go ahead and add that up. Did you find your answer? Okay. Okay, good. 690. And that is it. It's right here. And then, so this one, for rounding, what happens to the end numbers?
0.
They become 0. And then, is this going to be 38 or 39? Look at your macho neighbor. It is going to be 39. Then, let's look at this one. Is this closer to 56 or 57? Because that's a wimpy little 4. So it's 56. And then go ahead and see if you can add it. Very good. So let's see. 0 and 0 is 0. I see a 10. I see a 10 because mentally I'm taking 1 from here, which leaves me a 5. So 10 and 5 is 15. You are right. Carry that. And then you add all of these numbers, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Very good if you got that. Now, I'm not going to do the last one for a certain reason. Don't cross it out. All right. So let's go ahead and look at the 4. Oh, now these are easy. Rounding to the hundreds. 100, I'm going to have 2 zeros at the back for sure. So we're going to mark to the 100 place. Is the 2 in the 100 place? Is the 5 or the 7?
2.
The 2. So I need everybody to mark it at the hundreds place. All right. So on this one, what happens to these numbers right here? They change to what?
300.
They change to zeros. So 0, 0, 0, 0. And this changes to 0, 0. I'll get a little head start. And these two leave space for a number here. So I'm going to put it way back here, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then is this one closer to 2 or 3?
3.
3, because that's a big macho 5, so that changes to about 300. Is this closer to $400 or $500?
4.
Very good, because of that wimpy 2, it doesn't round up. And that's easy. What's our answer?
700.
Awesome.
There's 2 700.
But you only cross off one of them, sweetie. You'll have a 700 somewhere else. Alrighty, then, what about, are we ready? Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Why are there only 11 answers but there are 21 problems?
Because we did these. Those answers aren't going to be there. Let me see how many I have here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I am missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I'm missing one somewhere. But we'll find it. So is this one going to be closer to 500 or 600?
500.
500. Is this one closer to 300 or 400?
300.
300.
It's 800.
So that one is 800. Got that one. We'll cross out this. Okay. Then, is this one closer to 300 or 400?
400.
Very good. No, I thought you were fourth graders all of a sudden. Third graders. Then this one. Is this closer to 200 or 300?
300.
Very good.
700.
There's that 700. And leave that one alone for a moment. What's that? Well, I'll tell you what you're going to do in just a second. Hold on. Oh, is that better? Okay. All right. So this says add with partial sums. I'm not really crazy about that. I'm going to show you. I don't think it'll be on a test, but I'll show you what partial sums are. Partial sums, yes, sir.
On estimated rounding the names, then you simply.
I know, and I'll tell you why in a moment. On partial sums, what they want you to do is sum by the hundreds, sum by the tens, and sum by the ones. In other words, how many hundreds do I have? I've got 300 and what? 200. So what's 300 and 200?
5.
So put a 500. Then they sum by the tens. What's 50 and 30? 50 and 30 is what? 80. And then they sum by the ones. What's 9 and 6? 15. Good job. So this answer, I'm not a fan of this, but since they had it there, I'm going to show you. And so this comes to 5. This comes to 9 and 1, 8 and 1 is 9, and 5. Do we have a 595?
Yes.
That's it right there. Do you like adding that way? This one you're getting the real answer. On these, in fact, I'm going to stop doing that because I'm not going to have that on the test. Let's go ahead and actually add these. What's 8 plus 4?
12.
Very good. 8 and 2, which is 10, plus 2 more than 4. So that's going to be 12. What's the next column?
8.
It is 10. 8 plus 2 more is 10. And the last column is what?
8.
I think that's the one we're missing. Okay. Where's it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. All right. Then, let's go ahead and look at this one. We're going to actually add it. I'm going to forget about partial sums. Is 5 and 2 is what? 7. Before I say anything, what do you think 6 and 8 is? Oh my goodness. Good job. Because 6 and 6 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. It is a double. 3 and 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8. And I'm looking for, I don't know, it's one of these that's missing. I was going to, okay, let's go back. We're going to finish these. So 8 and 4 is what? 12. The next column comes to 9. 4. And that is very good. That's right here. I have got to find where our missing answers. I think the missing answer is right here. So, what happens with these at the end? We're rounding to the hundreds. What happens here? They become zeros. Okay. Then, is that, look at your neighbor. And I will want you even on a test to mark this up so you can see who your neighbor is. It's 1 over from where we're rounding. Is this going to be a 4 or a 5? 5. Very good. Is this one going to be, look at my wimpy neighbor, is this going to be a 4 or a 5? 4. And what is that answer? 900. Okay, so the missing answer probably is right here. So let's cross that off. So now we're rounding again to the tens. I was going to have you do those, but I thought, no, let's just finish this up. So 10 has 1 0. So we're going to put 1 0 at the end. Then, now I'm going to look at that whole number and look at my neighbor. Is this going to be 53 or 54? 54. Very good. Third graders. Too smart. Then, is this going to be 26 or 27? Very good. And I'm sure this is the one we're missing. All right. So 0 and 0 is? Well, you finish it up and tell me what it is.
It's another 800. Yeah. And there's one.
Very good. It is another 800. So let's see how they got that. 0 and 0 is 0. 6 and 4 is 10. And then 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's what I did.
Okay, good job. So that's what was missing. Alrighty. Can you learn anything from that?
What? No.
What?
Oh, yeah. Wait.
What's wrong?
Because my 800 is to the other side. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, girls and boys, none of these problems are on the other side. I don't put answers on a different side unless I put all of them. So flip it over now. Okay. Okay, these are, how much do we have to do? Oh, we've got those tomorrow. Okay. So let me look at the time. Because you had a long assignment yesterday, listen carefully. All I want you to do is we're going to do these. Because we're going to do the rest of them tomorrow. Now, I'm going to go over one of them. And we're not going to work in partners. Once I assign this, when you have that done, you are done if you finished yesterday's assignment. If you didn't, once you're done with this, you'll work on yesterday's assignment. Tanny, what? Yes? Ma'am, did I circle 35? That means we do 35. Okay, so this is going to be classwork right now. Okay, so let's go to this one. Can anybody see how we can add this one? There's a couple different ways. What do you think, Maddie?
I was thinking that
Okay, I was thinking, I'm doing the same idea, but I'm making it a little bit simpler. I'm going 5 plus 5 is what? 10, but one more, and then 11 plus 8. There you go. So watch for those patterns, 19. And I could have also done a double. 6 plus 6 is 14. I'm sorry, 6 and 6 is 12. Plus 2 more is 14. And then plus 5, which is 19. Same thing. Yes? Yes?
I did it, so I took 1 away from the 6 and put it on the 8. It would be 9, and 5 plus 5 is 19. Oh.
Okay, say that again. You took 1.
I took 1 from the 6 and put it on the 8 to make it 9. Make a 5 and 5.
Oh,
19.
that's brilliant. Oh my goodness. Let's see if you can understand what he did. He wanted to do 5 and 5. So he mentally took 1 from here and he put it here to make it 9. And so then he had his 5 and 5 and 9. 5 and 5 was 10 plus 9 is 19. Good job. Good job. Watch for 10, because once you make 10s we don't have to use our fingers. It's much easier to work with. Okay, do we have a 10 in this column? Yeah. 7 and 3 is 10 plus 2 more? 12. And then it is 8. Let me go ahead and see. Okay, that's it, girls and boys. Please do not touch anything else. You're just going to do this, 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 and you're going to then get out your work from yesterday. By the way, this answer is right here. These 3 will be right in here. So I'm going to cross that off. Okay, so again, this one, this one, this one. You do nothing else because we're going to do all of the others in class tomorrow. And then you're going to take out your yesterday's assignment of dentist hate it. And you may work on that. Okay, and you may be